So Gary, I'm going to stay with you. So how do you prioritize your long-term needs of your business, right? You've said you took, 3.5 weeks and you just sort of really completely changed focus. So how do you actually balance the immediate needs of the community versus your long-term aspects of or long-term needs of your business?
Yeah, I think it's a good question, especially as a startup and especially as a really small business. I mean, everyone's being very conscious of burn and where they're spending dollars and spending their time as a surrogate to dollars. The way that we kind of thought about it is we live by our values at Reaply. One of our corporate values is that we're stewards of our community. Another is that to be helpful. Both of those call into us being active and where we can be. And I think for me, from like a behind the scenes financial analysis perspective, I really thought about what could we do in 30 days? Like what can we accomplish in 30 days? How much does that cost us in order to help a situation that we think that we are uniquely positioned to do so? So that was kind of the way I thought about it, is it's a part of our core values, what we actually believe in, every single person at Reaply. And then I thought about like, what if we use a month of full energy towards this problem? What would that mean for the community at large? And what would that mean for Reaply? And after we kind of did that kind of analysis, we were all in.
That's awesome. So I'm going to ask Lou this same question. How do you balance the immediate needs of the community versus looking long-term at your company?
I think it's an ongoing conversation for us as a team and as a company. I think in the very near term, there was a clear line of sight for us to help an urgent public health crisis, and driven by our values similar to Gary, we wanted to find a way to put all of our energy and resources into doing that. I think in parallel with that, we are thinking about the choices we make to serve our other customers. They're also having a hard time, and many of them also still want to bring new products to market and find innovative ways to continue doing that even in this new business environment. And so we need to make sure that we're also spending time with those customers through the storm here, so that we can be with them when they come out the other side. I think that's the second part of the conversation we've had as a team. And then the third is, I think, reprioritizing the investments that we're making for longer term growth, and really paring back some of our expenses and discretionary spend, so that we're focused on those first two pieces of the public health crisis and meeting that need in a responsible way, supporting our customers through the storm, but then being having a bit of a finer filter on some of the investments, but still making sure we're making those investments. Our software platform, as an example, is such an important part to how we serve our customers, and we have a very aggressive roadmap for our software platform. We're still investing there and arguably doubling down more as we're addressing some of the near-term needs. And so it's not it's a portfolio that we keep in balance and talk about regularly.
Yeah, it's a delicate balance, right? It's a delicate balance of trying to figure out the right priorities, but it definitely puts it in perspective. Things that maybe were on your list before, you now go, not so important, right? So
sure.
So Sonnet, how about you? How are you looking at prioritizing long-term, the long-term needs of your business versus these immediate needs for the community?
Well, I feel that the immediate needs were very obvious to us, and that became a focus in the beginning for sure, where we donated as much as we could at first, and then we realized that there was such a need for more donations and we couldn't do it all ourselves, that then we had another iteration where we started a GoFundMe page and had people all over the world helping us donate even more. So then we started to also work with other foundations and organizations to donate more, because they would then help us, and they would buy product and then donate it to the various organizations that they help. So we've had already many different sort of iterations with this, but now also we've had businesses reach out to us, and we've engaged now in a lot of business to business sales of hand sanitizer, because there are other people who need to be safe at work and they need to keep their hands clean. I mean, we have been working with many people who deliver your food. We've been working with the people who keep your gas on. We've been working with all these people, the people that have, put your toilet paper on a train car to get it to wherever it needs to go. I mean, these are people who are working every day, and they reach out to us because they can't find it anywhere else. And so we feel that we're serving, even in our sales, we're serving the needs of other businesses. So it's businesses helping other businesses stay afloat, which I think is really lovely. And it's nice, that we're able to be in that. But on the other side of things, we did have another business before this all happened, and we need to, honor all of those relationships and make sure that we do not, leave them in the lurch when they need whiskey or gin. So really it's a huge undertaking for my team and for everybody. I know that everyone's working a lot of extra time to accommodate both. And how this will grow and develop over time, I think really depends on the situation. If we're able to scale back on the hand sanitizer, then we will, and then we'll make more whiskey, because at the moment now, we're selling the whiskey that we made 4 years ago, but there are many opportunity costs to us producing a product that's needed in the moment, because interestingly enough, we need to usually produce products in the moment that are needed in the future. So because we have this whole aging situation involved in a lot of our products. So these are all things that we have to consider. But I think, while there's a need and while people require what we are able to make, we will make it.